So I decided this week that I should learn how to play music. Partly because now I've got the hair for it, but mostly because I wanted to claim the band name the Murder Hornets before anybody else. But I wasn't sure what kind of music it should be, you know? Because I wanted it to be contemporary. So I did some research on YouTube to see what the kids were into, and that's how I discovered kawaii metal. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then boy, are you in for a treat. Kawaii metal combines cutesy J-pop hooks, power metal, and super heavy thrash riffs. And this is the sound that I've been looking for. So I guess what I've discovered is that I'm genre fluid. And well, I guess that means that I'm coming out of the closet as non-binary, which is another thing I heard those kids on YouTube talking about. I also found out that apparently now it's really bad to be transphobic, which I am. But I can't help that. I was nearly run over by a Trans Am several years ago, and I've been terrified of them ever since. Anyway, I decided to become a kawaii metal musician, so I legally changed my name to Phan-Tomb, and I copyrighted the band name The Murder Hornets for my one-man musical project. But unfortunately, I don't know how to play any instruments. But then I remembered that my girlfriend has this giant old Yamaha keyboard with programmed beats and everything, and that seemed like a good place to start. But then I thought I remembered hearing Fauci say something about Yamaha syndrome being related to the pandemic, so I said, fuck that. I'm going to get into LARPing instead. You know what LARPing is, right? Live action role-playing. A long time ago, in the before times, I was visiting some cousins down in Arkansas, and they were really into LARPing. They took me to this big arena sort of thing, and everyone was wearing these Confederate flags on their clothes and these matching red hats, and this guy wearing makeup and loose-fitting garments and this weird thing on his head came out and led the crowd in these ancient violent chants. And to be honest, I was never clear exactly what we were LARPing. I thought it was the fall of the Roman Empire, but could have been the late Weimar Republic. Americans are really into this LARPing thing, is my point. But I thought, if I'm going to get into LARPing right now, I want to keep it really old school, you know? And then I remembered I had this old book about the Black Death. And how fucking metal is that? So I read the book. Well, to be honest, I sort of skimmed through it, but I learned lots of interesting historical deets that might be fun to LARP around. I learned about the cult of self-flagellation, and I figured that sounded kind of cool. I enjoy doing flagellants. But then I thought, wait a minute, what do you mean self-flagellation? Is there any other kind? As far as I know, you can't flagellate for someone else. But there were other weird things in this book about people in 14th century Europe having travel restrictions and self-quarantining, and how some people thought if they had faith in God, then maybe they would be spared the virus. And then I thought, oh, maybe we're all already LARPing the Black Death. Maybe even this is all part of a Black Death simulation developed in a lab in Wuhan, which is something else I saw in a YouTube video. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is my name is Phan-Tomb, and I'm a non-binary transphobic LARPer. And also, you're not allowed to call your band the Murder Hornets. That's mine. Thanks very much. I've got a YouTube rabbit hole calling my name, which again is Phan-Tomb. You know what? Never mind about that.
Recorded live at the Chuckle Bunker for an all-cat studio audience. Somewhere in Ottawa, Ontario, that's up there in Canada.